Hi everybody, welcome to episode number 19 of Strawberry Patches podcast. My name is Marina and I am here at the same place that the first episode was shot. I came all the way from New Zealand in this year. It's been more than 1 year. I've lived in in 3 countries, traveled to 5 countries, and got married. I'm pregnant and here I am to tell you what's going on here in Istanbul. Very happy to see you here. If you're new, welcome aboard. It's gonna be fun. We're talking about traveling, knitting, crocheting, all kinds of crafts, and life as a traveler, as a person who likes to move around and live in different cities. I'm very happy to see all of you who have been following my adventures from the start. If you haven't, you're more than welcome to start from episode 1, which is exactly at this same place. I'm in Balat in Istanbul, and this place is called Merdivenli Çıkış, Yokuş, something like that, which means merdiven is this stairs. I had to ask like 3 people to find this place again. And yeah, today I've traveled from Taksim, where I'm staying, to Eminönü, and then I walked all the way to Balat, which is not easy being so hot and I'm being pregnant. It's 25 weeks, by the way, guys. Here we are. My little daughter is there, and I'm planning to go to Kükçühan next, and I'm going to buy some nice first of all, I will show you this amazing place where I used to shop for all kinds of yarn and crafty things, and I'm planning to get some stuff to make things for my baby. What else? I'll show you a tiny cafe that just had breakfast in. It's called Naftalin, which is, I don't know if it's the same in English. It's the same in Russian, the things that you put against the moths, and it was decorated with really cute, I'll show you, pictures and things from days back when my grandma was young. And the funniest thing is that the door to the toilet was like the old style fridge. It's so funny. You go inside and the door has all these racks with eggs and everything written on them. Really funny, a really cute place. I really advise you to come here. If you are a tourist in Istanbul, take your time, come here. You'll see lots of cute places, and welcome aboard. Let's start. It's the city of cats. From one cat to another. Hello, Istanbul cat. And the mosques, of course. Bye. And this is the place to behold.
Yes, yes, yes.
The symbol of Istanbul. One of the first places you should visit in Istanbul is, of course, the beautiful Galata Tower that is right behind me. And also you get a chance to see the Bosphorus, which is on that side. And of course, what you should do is you should come down and get some souvenir bags. Can you see them? I'll show you in a bit. So this is the city that I spent 7 years in, and I'm really happy to be back. Вот такая Турция. You can hear Ukrainian songs down in the underground market. Here you can find everything from electronics to pet food to batteries, flashlights, cameras, anything. And above is a very busy road leading to the bridge, to Galata Bridge. And we are coming there. I love this one, simit. It's the local bread, like a pretzel, with sesame seeds, and it's very crunchy on the outside and very softy inside. That's how it should be, at least. So yeah, that's the Galata Bridge, and it connects the new city to the old city. There are many fish restaurants nearby, under it again. And over there, when you cross the bridge, right in front of it is the Grand Bazaar, the beginning of it or the end of it. Anyways, one end of it. You can also see many fishermen on the bridge at any time of the day or night. And of course the fish restaurants. And over here, so this, guys, is the Hagia Sophia. You see the pink building, the famous Hagia Sophia, which was a church and then a mosque, and now it is a museum. Next to it on the left is the Topkapı Sarayı, Topkapı Palace. And on this side there should be, you can only see the minarets, it's the Blue Mosque. And this is the Karaköy Iskele, which wasn't here when I was here last time. There it goes, Karaköy Iskelesi. And I wanted to show you this boat because this is the university that I finished, and I also worked at the Bahçeşehir College. And it's like nice to see it here. The schools are growing, the universities are growing, and everywhere is changing. In just 1 year and this whole thing appeared. And as I told you, fishermen. It's lovely weather, but I think I'm gonna burn. I better hide. Hi everyone, I'm coming to you from Istanbul. I'm on a ferry from Karaköy to Kadıköy. Behind me you can see the Hagia Sophia and Topkapı Palace. And the place that I just came from, right there. So let's take one more ride, like in one of the first episodes, across the Bosphorus. now I'm back in Auckland from my amazing trip to Istanbul, and I really want to show you all the things that I bought there, that I got presented from my little daughter, and all the things that I've done. So I will also sprinkle it with a little bit of videos of all the things that I've seen in Istanbul. You've already seen the Galata Tower and a little bit of the Bosphorus. Now let's get to wool. So when I went there, my main goal was to pick up some of the things that I've left there. I put some of the things in the storage of my very good friend's basement, and I found all of this clothes and the big bag of yarn that I had left. But to my surprise, all the yarn that I had there was mainly acrylic, which is not a bad thing, but I have been spoiled here by all the amazing wool. So I decided just to leave it behind. I brought just a few of them, one in the form of a finished object and one in the form of some unfinished wool, a vest. Anyways, let's just start right from it. So I had this acrylic yarn for ages, and only now, when I was there and I still didn't go shopping, I decided to make up this really, really easy vest, which is called the kimono vest. Probably you've seen it. So the idea is that it's very stretchy, and because it's acrylic, it can be washed, I guess, no problem in the washing machine. And I really, really enjoyed making it, and because the needles are so big, it was a very fast knit. The pattern I found on a website that I will show you the link. And look at these cute buttons that I have here. So this is one, and I crocheted this little loop, and that's another one. It's a girl. So basically, yeah, I hope this is going to be very easy to put on the baby. And I figured that it can even be worn by the second baby when we have him. Hopefully that will be a boy, because one girl, one boy would be nice. So this is my first finished object. Another one almost finished, but it goes here because I have started it ages ago. I don't even know when. It was way before I moved here, and way before that, I guess maybe 3 years ago. It's from the same Jellybone, was it Nako Jellybone? I think so. Yarn, acrylic. But I really loved the colors. And back then I had no idea about swatching and everything, so I just made this huge dress kind of thing. And it's hard for me to guess for what size this is. And it basically never got finished because I have no idea who's gonna wear it. Well, now I do. So all I have to do is just put some buttons on. And it was a very easy knit top down, where back then I still had this long needles, so you just do a rib, then you do this part, then you cast off, and then you just continue like this. So yeah, I really like the color of this cardigan vest, what is it, dress, and I really want to finish it. Another thing that I have started ages ago but never got to finishing, maybe because of lack of confidence maybe. Anyways, this was also supposed to be a baby boy's vest. This is the back, and I might finish it actually because I have all the yarn with me. Only I decided to make it 2 colors, and then when I was knitting up one of the front panels, I accidentally made either the blue too early or something, and I had to rip it apart. So yeah, I'm planning on finishing that. And that's Nako Nineveh, which is another acrylic yarn. So hopefully that will be finished sometime. So then I went to Kukçuhan, and here is how it looks.
Et döner, tavuk döner, aç gezme başın döner, meşhuru bodrum döner. Buyurun. Abla üst katımız deniz manzaralı karşılığında.
Allah buyurun. Hoş geldin.
Bakar mısınız? Buyurun, masa boş, yer var.
Evet bir abla.
Ben bir girişine bakayım mı buradan? Tamam, ben bir bakayım, size haber vereceğim. Tamam. Ne yapayım ben 50 metreye 2 tane maya öreceğim. Tamam.
Onlar 4 lira.
Açamıyor musun şimdi?
After visiting that amazing place, of course, I couldn't walk away with a little bit of yarn on me. So this time I went for cotton yarn because it was summer, it was very hot, and my baby is going to be a spring baby. Here it's going to be spring in November. So I got some Nako, 50% cotton, 50% bamboo. And I had no idea, no project in mind, so I got 2 skeins of 100 gram each. And yeah, here you go. It's bamboo and cotton, which is amazing. 100 gram, 375 millimeters. And it's really soft, really soft. Another amazing yarn that I got there was Alizabella, which is this super yummy unicorn colored cotton. This is a 50 gram ball, but they sold it in a package of 5, so you get 250 gram for a ridiculous price of 23 liras, which is, now that the dollar is 6.5 or 7, it's not even, it's like $4 for 250 gram of organic cotton. And it's 150 meters. And of course, I absolutely had to cast on something cute. So what I did was I looked up on Ravelry what projects were made from this amazing soft cotton, and I was not disappointed. So there's a woman called Galina, don't remember her surname, She's Russian, and she's come up with this amazing pattern for a baby dress. And I have finished it. You ready for this? I'm really happy with how it turned out. It's so cute. So this is called Landische, which in translation is Lily of the Valley. And Landische is my favorite flower. And this is kind of, you know, the little white flowers with big, juicy green leaves. So this dress, I think, is for size 1 or 2 years old. But as far as I've seen, it can be worn as a tunic as well. So I think she can grow into it. And when she's small, she can wear it just like a dress. And later I can put it on top of a t-shirt and pants. So yeah, I would really advise you to, if you want to make something for the summer with the really nice cotton yarn that you have, this was not hard at all. I mean, okay, this was a bit challenging because of the lace, but the rest just flew off my needles because of the size as well, probably. And I'm very tempted to make another one like that. Maybe for someone else. I don't know. I would wear something like that if I was a little girl. And the colors, love it. So you start from here, then you do this lovely pattern, then you divide, and then you combine it again to make this lovely yoke. I'm really happy with it. And I had to cut a little bit of fabric because I really wanted the back to match the front. But you can still see how this green is a bit too long. It should be just this much. But I'm still happy with it. It's my favorite unicorn colors, as you can already guess. Another thing I bought over there was, I'm still thinking about the bunting for the nursery. This will be the nursery / my craft room, and this is the place that I'll spend lots of time in anyway. So I went and I bought this really cheap cotton, 100% cotton, 200 meters in 50 grams, in these amazing colors. And there's one more color, I think a green one. Yes, here we are. So with this lovely man who was working there, we put them together, and I thought, oh, these look nice. These really go well together. There were many, many more colors. And I haven't really seen this yarn before. It's Oxford Eco Cotton Baby. Fancy handmade. So yeah, I'll try to make it a fancy handmade thingy. What else did I do there? While I was there, of course, I also looked for some accessories, which I have in this really traditional, kind of like a woven carpet bag. So I got these cute buttons. Some of them you've already seen. You've seen this moon on the vest. The other ones are some pink ones. And there's one with a crane. Oh, there's a Mickey Mouse one and one with a crane. Let me show you. Which I think would be nice for vests and things like that. So yeah, I got plenty of those. They were quite cheap as well. And as you can see, I already used them on this nice cardi. Yay! Looking forward to using the rest of them. Another great thing about Istanbul is that I have many, many knitting friends there, and well, friends in general that gifted me so many things for my daughter. I'm so thankful to them. I got dresses, blankets, some towel to wrap your baby, well, my baby, and other cute little things, gifts, and it was so nice. But what I wanted to show you was one of my knitting buddies, Nina. She was so amazing. She's gifted me this, and this is, from the feel of it, it's cotton. It's a really, really cute little summer thingy. And look at them! Aren't they gorgeous? And she's also inserted an elastic. I can see that they stretch because, you know, cotton doesn't really stretch, but this does. she's amazing. She's actually a designer, so she knows her things. And I like it that this is not this typical, you know, blue or pink. When people find out that you have a girl or a boy, they tend to choose the same colors, but this is quite cool. What do you think? Lovely, I love it. So thank you, Nina, very much. I'm sure we're gonna wear it a lot. Out of the other things that I have found in all of that storage that I kept there, I found this doll that, I don't know, for whatever reason, maybe it was because too big, I didn't take with me, but this time I did. This is one of the earliest dolls that I've made. Her name is Margarita. And I tried a different style. Back then I was making big dolls as well. Now I tend to make only smaller ones. And I wanted to write a name or something like peace or something here. Now I actually might write my daughter's name. And this is one of the few dolls that I've done on a machine. I love her. When you travel, when you live somewhere and you stop noticing the little things, and then you go away from that country and you remember only the good things. That is exactly what happened with me. When I moved here, I was thinking, oh, I miss Turkey so much. This is a different country, different climate, everything's different. I was really missing my friends. But going back there made me realize many of the sad things that are happening in Turkey, and made me have a new perspective on my life here. So first of all, I was shocked to see how much garbage is on the streets. Well, not streets, but on the fields, you know, when you drive somewhere and you see these plastic bags flying around. And over here in New Zealand, it's just, you cannot see it almost nowhere. Everybody's like taking good care of their lawn. It's mowed and it's cleaned all the time. It's such a nice neighborhood to live in. It's such a nice place to, you know, raise your kids. And in Turkey, it's a very big city, of course. Like one Istanbul is maybe 3 New Zealands in terms of population. So you can imagine how hard it is to manage all of that in terms of cleanliness, traffic, and everything. Another thing that shocked me that I've forgotten, but I've seen like with a fresh look there, was how everybody's always running somewhere. The drivers go 120 kilometers per hour. And I remember we were coming back with friends around nighttime, and I was so scared because the driver just went so fast. When you leave there, you don't notice these things. And all these little things, my friends telling me that the economic situation is not so good. And I just wanted to say that it was very nice to see you all guys there in Turkey, but at the same time, I'm so happy to be back from this super hot climate with 31 degrees every day. And I couldn't eat anything. For certain days, I could just eat fruit like watermelon all day and everything, which the fruit are amazing there. Peaches like that. And I'm going to show you the figs that I had there. It's morning, and I decided to treat myself to some delicious figs, which is in Turkish incir. And I want to show you this beauty. Oh, amazing. And this is the peach that I'm used to the size of. I remember going back to Russia and seeing half size and not so red peaches, and I was like, no, I'm not eating that anymore. Although for people there, it's fine. This is the size of peach that I like. Now I'm thinking it was about 380 grams, and today I'm 25 weeks pregnant and my baby is half the weight of this. That's pretty heavy. That explains why I feel so tired at night. So yeah, let's see. Look at that, guys. But at the same time, you know, some things are good for a short time and some things are better in the long term. So coming back here to this green country where there are lots of rains, but because of them we have all this amazing vegetation, and I've started working on my patch that we have there at the back garden. I'm really excited. I want to grow some strawberries for my daughter, and wouldn't that be nice? I'll have my own strawberries finally. Yeah, it's super nice to be able to live in a house and not in a flat that I used to live in back home when I was there. And I've met my friends who are still working as teachers there, and I feel so lucky that I don't have to work right now, especially now that I'm pregnant. I know that if I was pregnant there, I would have to work up until last month, and when my baby would be born, I would have to again start working most probably, because that's how life is over there. You just don't have time to sit at home and look after your baby. You have to continue working. So all of these things made me realize how lucky I am to have experienced both worlds, to have lived there and have known so many amazing people, have learned so much from them, have been teaching in this amazing school, and gotten all this experience with working with children, learning from them, learning the culture, the Turkish culture, having all this amazing food and travel experience, and how lucky I am to be here now at this stage in life when all I want to do is, you know, sit at home and nest. And this is exactly what I did when I came here. The next day after I arrived, we went to the baby show, which is an annual kind of fair where all the producers of products for babies, moms, for pregnant women, and but basically new families, they gather there under one roof, and you can get some free classes of breastfeeding or swaddling the baby or anything like that. And another thing I wanted to mention, because I'm really into this sustainable environment and making sure that we do not impact the world and leave it clean for our future generations. So I'd met this lady there who was selling the decomposable diapers, and I had to buy a pack, and I got this nice, maybe I'll show you, just a sec. So here it is, guys. This is the diapers that I'm telling you about. They're sustainable, and as it is advertised here, normally diapers take up to centuries to degrade, and it's just, it makes me so sad to think that I could be the one contributing to that litter of all these diapers, like landfills of them. And I was really happy to see that I can buy these, and they collect your rubbish for you. They come and collect it, and when you order new ones, they keep it somewhere under a certain temperature, and in 4 weeks there's just compost. And this is how they're used. You just take out the nappy, and then there's this cute little band. Basically, what you do is you take this cloth around your baby, and then you just strap it on like that onto your baby. And I think these two things here make sure that it doesn't slide. So I'm really happy that here in Auckland we get to be very mindful of all the things that we consume. And look, compostable, made in New Zealand. Of course, the other thing about it is that it was not cheap, and it's all very good to think about, you know, using all it when it comes to actually spending money and knowing that the babies need a lot of these. I'll have to see. But anyways, if you're interested in them, you can check out their website, which is, guessing Be Brave Little One. What does it say? Little and Brave. It's called Little and Brave. Here we go. Another option would be to buy, you know, washable diapers, which one of my friends is using. So we shall see. So yeah, sorry if all of this was not craft related, but this is something that I see as an important part of my life. You know, trying to bring as little garbage into this world as we can, and separating the garbage. Like, I always try to use my organic garbage on the patch, like to make compost, and just to recycle the things that can be recycled and get rid of the things that cannot be recycled. And yeah, I'm so happy to be here in this country where you can actually make sure, you will be sure that the garbage that you put in the recycle bin will go to the recycling, which, although Turkish authorities are trying to do that, I've seen lots of garbage bins which it says recycling, but people throw everything in it. And that's another thing that made me sad when I was there. So yeah, happy to be back. So happy to be nesting again. So happy to be able to finally get this nursery organized. I'm also planning a baby shower, and I will have a theme of unicorns, and I can't wait to do it. It will be in exactly 1 month, and it will be the very first baby shower that I ever hosted, and like maybe second one that I ever been to. So I'm very excited. Now let's go back to knitting. Hi again. My memory finished, so I had to stop and upload it and then delete it and then record again. So I'm knitting right now on a surprise present for my friend who is having a baby shower at the end of this week. And this is going to be a baby singlet, which is knitted up in a broken rib on very big needles. And this is the yarn that I got from Turkey. It's, what is it called? Acrylic, premium acrylic. And I decided to use it because I want it to be easy for her to take care of it. I don't think she's into all this hand washing and everything. So anyways, it's a broken rib, goes up to here, and then you make the neck kind of like cross, continue, and then I think you sew up at the sides. So there's not much. I just started today when I saw it, and I thought, oh, I need to think of a present for Emily, and I'm sure it's going to be an easy knit. If I finish before I upload this video, I'm going to put a picture right here. And just one more thing that I got with me from Turkey was this beautiful Bella Lana sock, which I've had for a while now. This is 100 gram of, I think 50-50, no, 75 wool, virgin wool, 25 polyamide, which is perfect for socks. And this is a German, yeah, it's German yarn, and I like the variegated ones that you always look forward to the next color, and it's quite thin, so I think even with a pattern or without the pattern, it should be. I'm sorry. Oh wow, sorry again. It should be fine. So there will be some lovely socks made of this. Another thing that I was really excited to get from Turkey was this object that I have here. I wonder if you can guess what that is. Yeah, this is a real handmade, handcrafted wooden Turkish spindle. I've seen this once before when Cher, my friend from that I told you about before from Why Hippie Forage podcast, when she was teaching me to spin, she showed us different spindles, and I really loved the idea that you can spin your yarn here and then just do this, take it apart, and basically then you have your ball of yarn and you don't have to unwind it and everything. So that's a cool thing. And I was really lucky that my friend Catherine, who is another fiber artist that I know from Istanbul, she had just 2 of these left and one I gifted to Cher. And yeah, another one I have here. And I haven't started making anything on it because I wanted to show you how it is broken apart. I was really scared that the customs wouldn't let me take it, bring it into the country because it's wool, not really treated. And I think she said it was walnut. Yeah, it must be walnut. So anyways, I was lucky that the immigration control let me, not immigration, the customs, they let me bring it through, but I did make sure to declare it because, you know, New Zealand is very strict on the items that you can bring into the country because it's a very, it's an island with its own climate and nature, and we don't want to spoil it, of course. Speaking of spinning, I showed you that I'm still working on my unicorn fiber that I think I've started to spin thinner and thinner, and I just I can't do anything about it. And I'm still thinking about what kind of things I can do with it, but I made a swatch just to know by gauge. And this part I've knit with, I think, 4.5 needles, and these ones are 6 millimeters. And I think this beautiful yarn should be done with bigger needles because it becomes so nice and stretchy. And this was the first, I think I made like 3, what do you call them, batches, hanks. And the first one, it was still very uneven. You can see some thread is really thin, some is really thick. I don't know how to deal with it when I will be knitting it up, but yeah, I really like how the 6 millimeter needles are dealing with the, yeah, how it works out. So this is still open for your suggestions, like what should I do with it? Kurt, that I told you about in the previous episode from the Knitting Retreat, he kindly suggested that I make the baby surprise jacket. I think it's by Elizabeth Zimmerman. Elizabeth Zimmerman, who's a very famous designer. And I think I might do that. And since we are on the topic of baby things and baby knits, another work in progress that I have, which is almost done, is this pink buddy. I think I've shown you the beginning of it, how I cut up the pieces and sewed them up, then turned up, and now I've just attached these buttons. I was thinking of attaching the ones that I bought in Istanbul, but they were poking out too much and I didn't want that effect. And another thing that I received from a shop online that I ordered is this. I was so excited. I've always wanted to make toys that have some sounds, so this one does have it now. This was a bunny that I'm making for my daughter, and it was supposedly to be like child safe and everything, but now I have these buttons here because I like the way that these buttons kind of attach the arms. And I'm just going to have to be very careful with when the baby starts to teeth, and I'll have to take this away from her, and because I'm afraid she might tear it apart. Well, we'll see. I've never actually tested my toys on babies and how well they wear. So this is going to be the first. All I have to do left is draw or stitch the eyes. I think I'll go with stitching because I want this toy to be washed in a machine. And then I might just use up the leftover yarn from the baby dress to make up some kind of a dress maybe here, so that maybe she can wear the same top as my daughter. That's an idea. Let's see what else, guys, I didn't tell you yet. So I told you about the finished things, non-finished. I'm still working on my crochet blanket, the Spicier Life cowl, but I haven't touched it in a month, so there's no point showing it to you. But what I do want to show you is I got surprise mail from Anna from Dunkelgrün. Oh, you made my day, Anna. It was so cool. The package has arrived before I came, so my husband received it, and then as soon as I came home, put my suitcase and I've opened it. And it came with this lovely card with all of her nice wishes, and she says that have fun knitting and all the best in this new adventure of being a mom. So now time to show you what she sent me. She's so generous. These are organic merino DK skeins of 100 gram each, 240 meters, dyed with love by Anna, and it's madder. The colorway is madder root, but in light version, I think. And that's not all. I was so lucky. She got me 2 logwood skeins as well. And first of all, I love purple, and this is going to be just some perfect thing for my baby. So it's certified organic, mulesing free, blue sign certified production, superwash merino wool. And this one is in her logwood dark and logwood light. And she's also mentioned that it might bleed, so I'd have to wash it before knitting it up, I guess. But I'm just so happy. Isn't it so cool to have such nice friends? Thank you, thank you, thank you so much, Anna. Can't wait to start something with it, but I still haven't decided what. I was thinking of a sleeping sack, although we bought a few that are still in that suitcase over there. I don't have any furniture yet. It's going to be delivered soon for the storage of the baby things. But might be a jacket. Whatever you think could be nice, because I need advice. This is a DK weight and they don't go well together, so it will be 200 gram DK weight for one project and for another. And I'm open for suggestions, or I'll just look at Ravelry and come up with something myself. So this is my plans, to start knitting on something like that, and to continue with my unicorn fiber. Of course, finish my baby rabbit. And now I want to thank you very much for joining me today on this exciting episode about my crafts and my trip to Istanbul. Please do enjoy all the little clips that I've assembled for you at the end of this video. And if you want to support me, you can subscribe and like this video, or follow me on Instagram as Marina Toys, Marina Hoca, and Ravelry Marina Toys. Thank you very much for joining me. If you have questions, comments, please do post below. I like to receive messages from you guys. If you want to see something from New Zealand, because I'm back here, if you have questions about what kind of yarn we have or what we do here as a knitting community, do let me know. I'll try to gather this information for you. That was great to see you guys again. Well, chat to you. Thank you very much, and I'll see you very soon. I'm going to try to upload videos regularly on bi-weekly. Bi-weekly means every 2 weeks, right? Okay, that's what I'm gonna try to do. So thank you very much. Enjoy the clips. See you in the next episode. Bye-bye.
Biraz turşu al. Fazla yok. Biraz